Let's go back to black with Amy Winehouse Biopic. Let's do it. Hi!
I'm Garcia.
I'm Telly.
And we are the HercastleGirls.
Hi there.
Welcome to our channel. If you like videos about entertainment, pop culture, fashion, lifestyle, this is the channel for you. Welcome to the family. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure that you hit that like button. We want to get to know you, so make sure to leave comments down below. Let's just quickly get into the content of this video. We are going to be talking about Back to Black, the biopic about Amy Winehouse, the legend, the iconic singer-songwriter that was taken away from us way too soon.
Way too soon.
This month of May, the biopic is coming out to theaters.
Yes! The 17th. Those of you that don't know who Amy Winehouse is, where have you been? Get the actual album Back to Black. It is fantastical. This woman had a voice and her lyrics were insane. She was a powerhouse.
A powerhouse of an entertainer, and unfortunately she had vices that again kind of removed her from this life way too soon. Now we have a unique situation here. This film was already released in Australia and has already been released in the UK. So we are going into reacting to this trailer.
Yes.
Already knowing that it has mixed reviews.
Yeah. We're going to try our best to watch the trailer and give our view.
Yes.
There's been good and there's been a lot of bad.
Right. The thing is that overseas, you know, as we know, Amy Winehouse was British.
Yes.
So the United Kingdom is going to have a special place in their heart for this artist.
Yeah.
And they're going to be highly critical of what is on screen. We'll start with just watching this trailer.
All right, let's get into it.
And let's see what we think.
Amy Winehouse, Back to Black.
I want people to hear my voice. And just forget their troubles for 5 minutes.
Do you know what girl power means to me? Sarah Vaughan, Lauryn Hill. You need to know this. I ain't no Spice Girl.
From primary school to sell-out concerts. It's going to happen one of these days. Voice like yours, got to.
Well, it's one of the best I've ever heard. That's my daughter. That's my Amy.
I met someone tonight.
Stay lucky, Amy.
Got an eye for the bad boys. The album's #1 around the world. The highest charting album from a British female artist in the US ever.
I don't think I was put on this earth just to sing. I want to be a wife. I want to be a mum.
Probably run off with someone famous anyway.
You're my heartbeat. You're my soul. I love you. I don't bang out 10 hits by lunch. I need to live my songs. So that's what I'm going to go and do.
Ready?
I don't write songs to be famous. I write songs because I've got to make something good out of something bad.
Okay, so that was the trailer, and I want to start from the accolades. So here's the great thing about Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
She was highly hot. Like, the moment her voice dropped, everybody was like, who is that?
Who is that? Who is that? Where did this person come from?
Where did this voice come from?
And then when you see her, you're like, here's this little thing. The Beehive. Come on
With
now.
that little accent.
Fascinating.
Her whole look, like
She had a whole gimmick. She was
Right.
like a 50s doo-wop kind of girl.
doo-wop. And I'm gonna start with why this is probably getting mixed reviews, just based on watching the trailer. Marissa Abela is the woman that plays Amy Winehouse.
Yes.
She is an English actress.
Yes.
One of the things I noticed, and it's hard because her accent in the movie, the little that we hear of Amy Winehouse speaking, I don't know, maybe it's just my ears, but doesn't it sound a bit weird to you?
And that's the thing. I know that everyone's going to have their own interpretation of how Amy Winehouse should sound. I'm like you. She's clearly British, so she's got the harder part down already. But when I think about Amy Winehouse's voice and I listen to Marissa's voice, I don't hear it.
Yeah,
Girl.
this is a very hard time to put out a biopic on a musician after we had Elvis and One Love, Bob Marley,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
We had Get On Up. We had Ray. We've had some really good biopics on musicians where the actors went out and they
became
killed.
They weren't imitating. They actually became those people.
Like, they killed it.
And the scarier part is that it is a woman. You know, as we know, we've had the Whitney Houston bio, we've had the Aretha Franklin bio, and some people don't even know they had bios.
Right.
Like a lot of people remember Tina Turner because it was Angela
that
Bassett.
was probably the last very highly successful woman
very
biopic.
successful. Yeah, but since then, it's been a little difficult for women in the music industry to have bios that are that successful as Tina Turner.
This film, now let's take a look, right?
Yeah.
History, usually it takes 25, 30, 40, 50 years for these biopics
to finally see some kind of like
right. It takes like when, you know, Ray Charles and Tina Turner were alive, that's when the films were starting to be made of their lives. Yeah. We're talking about Ray and What's Love Got to Do with It.
Yes.
And it took 30 plus years
for it to get done.
Yeah. Amy Winehouse died in July of 2011. Okay. And by 2018, they sold her story.
And so that to me is just a cash grab.
7 years?
Come on now. Y'all didn't even wait for the woman to even bask in the 10-year anniversary. You just went, oh, okay, enough waiting. Let's just get this thing over with.
Like, the story was sold very quick.
Too quick.
You know, most families of these icons hold on to the stories for as long as they possibly can.
Absolutely. And, you know, like with Bob Marley, that's been going back and forth for years until finally this year it saw the light of day.
Right. Yeah. Here is one thing that Amy Winehouse has that maybe, you know, Bob Marley and Elvis and Ray Charles didn't have. Mm-hmm. Amy Winehouse took a lot of personal video.
Yes.
So much personal video that Netflix created.
They have their own
the documentary Amy.
Yeah.
And it has
great documentary too.
It's great.
You should watch it. Very
You
good.
should actually watch it. If you're gonna go see Back to Black, watch that
the documentary first.
And then go see this. And then you might understand why there's
then let us know in the comments below what you think.
Now, the Amy documentary, it was so well done. It's her real voice, it's her behavior, it's her doing her thing. Now you think that that's enough material for the actress Marissa Abela to come and say, okay, here's Amy right here. I'm going to study her. I'm going to take her in.
Yep.
She had kind of the responsibility that someone like Austin Butler had for Elvis, where there's all this video.
Yeah, that's the cool thing.
You could study.
There's a lot of video, a lot of voice. She did a lot of interviews, more than enough to be like a sponge and take it all in. It's kind of like a cheat sheet.
Right. It's like how you can't screw this up.
You really can't.
She's very current. We all saw, we were all around our TVs
when she won
that Grammy after she just sang live and she was standing there like, it's even in the trailer.
It's in the trailer.
You can go see that on YouTube right now.
It's all over
like,
YouTube.
This is
you
how
can watch it.
She's so current that her stuff is digital. You can go pick it up anywhere.
Right now.
But that might be the downfall of this film, that Amy Winehouse is still very current.
She's very current, and
she's not James Brown. Like,
no.
It's not like they had to go get some A-track.
Not the A-track.
and you know, this is not that. This is someone that was around to see the beginnings of social media.
How this is gonna go,
y'all.
I mean, you want to root for it because it is Amy Winehouse. So you're like, okay, come on, girl. We know you got this. But then you're also like, you know what? And I hate saying this because I know that a lot of movies, they always show the best parts in the trailer.
Right, and if those are the best parts,
then we want it to be good, though.
Right.
I want it to be good.
Because her life is interesting. We have this young girl that came from nowhere, right? She has a Jewish family background.
Yeah.
She loved to sing. She made demos of her singing. She was always inspired by all of these like jazz musicians.
And that's it too, Car. You know, at that time, you know, coming off of the whole Spice Girl and, you know, heavy pop. She was
manufactured.
Yeah. She was coming from doo-wop and Motown and, you know, blues and rhythm and stuff like that. So it was completely different. She was she's coming from a different place. And at that time, people were looking for a new sound.
You had there's a whole love story. Her and
toxic
Blake,
love story.
A toxic person.
Yeah.
And she had her demons, addiction. And then she had a family, specifically a father, where, again, go watch the Amy documentary.
You'll see his part. You'll see the part he plays.
The relationship between her and her father is also a thing where you're kind of wondering if it was like an Elvis and Vernon situation. Like in the movie Elvis, where you're like, are you actually here
to help him or are you here to kill him?
What are you here for? Anyways, I don't
that's a whole other story.
Allegedly.
Y'all.
So I said allegedly.
And yeah, and then she's part of the 27 Club with Kurt and Janis Joplin. Jimi Hendrix. The list goes on of successful creative minds that are just maybe too creative. And unfortunately, they lose their lives because of it.
People forget that, you know what, 2011, people didn't care about your meditating and your mindset and, you know, taking care of depression.
They didn't have time for the hippie
issues. Yeah, they didn't have time for that. Now, we're dealing differently. People are realizing, you know what, people need a break. Burnout is a real thing. And we need a break. Yeah. But back then, definitely, it was about getting her on the road. She needed to be in Japan. She needed to be,
there's this horrible,
you know, in England.
Things.
She needed to be in Canada, US,
they put her on the stage drunk.
Yeah.
And there's, once again, there's footage of that. They're probably going to redo the scene in the movie for all I know.
Yeah, these are, and that
it's hard to watch.
That's what's hard. And I feel for actors that do have to take on these roles of people that were real and very much in the public eye. Yeah. Because we can just go back and watch the real thing. If we watch the real thing and your thing that you're acting doesn't look like the real thing, then we criticize it. I even know how it ends already, but
spoiler alert.
We all know how it ends.
You know how it ends.
But it's a matter of seeing what the director and the writer have decided to. What we're gonna have to wait and see is what is the style that they decided to make this film.
Yeah, the cinematography of it.
Right.
At least you know you'll be hearing some really good tracks that she's released through the years. So there are some positives. But as for like the delivery, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we wanted to win. Her story is tragic. You know, alcoholism, bulimia.
Yeah. She went through a lot.
Yeah, and then this tragic love story on top of it, which the movie shows that all. And then, of course, unfortunately, her demise after coming out of rehab. It's a sad story. And even her music kind of has that sadness to it. So this is definitely not something where you're gonna go and be like, you know, jumping out of your chair, dancing.
No, I mean you might like bob your head, you know, some songs, but you're not gonna.
But
this is not Michael Jackson's. This is it.
But I do think this is coming out too soon. I think there's beauty in holding on to a story for
a long period of time. It's already getting very mixed reviews. Probably more. Is it more bad than good, or?
Well, we will see. I mean, it's been out in the UK since April 12th.
Okay.
So it's been there for about a month, and mixed reviews on a film like this is probably not what you want.
Nice.
I see it having sort of, unfortunately, what happened with Whitney's biopic.
Oh yeah, great songs, but
yeah, a beloved artist that everyone loves, but maybe too soon.
Maybe too soon. I'm not sure if anyone from Amy's family was involved in helping to develop the script or develop anything of the film Back to Black. I gotta look that up to see, actually.
We will see.
We'll see.
End of the day, we still have something that will always be a part of Amy's legacy, which is her beautiful music and her beautiful voice.
Which you on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen to digital music. If you want to be a real G, get you a record. Listening to her album on vinyl, it's a complete outer body experience.
We hope you liked this video. Please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We would love to have you join us. Again, if you like entertainment, fashion, pop culture, videos.
Or just like us. You just want to see us yap about all these things. You know what to do.
Go. Thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate you. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. HercastleGirls is the handle.
Thanks everyone, and until next time.